There is one sickness that is common amongst men. When you look at the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, 5, and 6, it said there is something very common amongst men. They will walk day and night, but when the riches come, they drop dead. He said it has been common. And now down, he said, vanity upon vanity, says the preacher. The topic for today is attitude. The topic for today is what? Is attitude. Attitude is even more dangerous than malaria fever. Attitude is even more dangerous than when you drank a kerosene. Because when you look at the book of Luke, chapter 15, verse 11 down, they said a man has two sons, but one has attitude. He walked straight to the father and said, Daddy, I wanted to go, I can live alone, or even setting up a hotel in a source area in Abuja. I will be able to live well with the 50 million. So let me have my share in your property. Then the father gave him the 100 million and he set on his journey. And when he got to Abuja, he was even everywhere going to party, womanizing, drinking, and then going to all clubs and buying most expensive wine of 45,000, 150,000 every day. So when he was doing all this, the man, after some 10 years, he exhausted the money. Then he was doing laborer work, working with the construction people, working in the livestock farm, helping the alumajeries, helping the cattle rearers to rear their cows. Then when this one is when he gets out of touch, he said, you know what? My father is still rich and my father lives in Lagos. Let me go back. If he cannot make me his son again. I remember those who are working in my father's farm. They were still earning 50,000 naira per month. And they are now paying me 15,000 in what in Abuja. Let me go. He may not even call me his son again. He will call me one of what? One of his servants. Because the man has an attitude. If a landlord has an affair with the maid of his wife, after some 3 weeks, the lady is going to have what? An attitude. Because this one was clearly stated in the book of Genesis 15 and Genesis 16. In Genesis 15, from verse 1, Abraham was busy praying one faithful morning, asking the Almighty God, when is he going to bless him with what? With child. Then he said, can you count the sound? Can you do this? Can you do that? Then later the wife said, why are you disturbing yourself? We can still arrange a surrogate. They now arrange a surrogate baby, making love to the maid. Then the maid was pregnant. Then after a while, he now said, I don't think this lady will be able to live in this house again. Verse 10 to 17. Then the wife of Abraham drove the woman away. Then the angel of the Lord picked him on the road and said, you are going to have a bouncing baby boy. And the name is going to be Haggai. And it's going to be a boy with what? That has attitude. It's going to be dangerous to everyone, to all humanity. And today, look at the Muslim. In what? In Sudan. Look at the Muslim in Syria. Look at the Muslim in Libya. Look at the Muslim everywhere. See what they are doing. They are busy haunting the life of people. Is there anybody he caught by himself? He will cut his throne. And they will be even telling us that whenever you kill an infidel, kill a pagan, you are going to have 7 virgins in heaven. How many of these Muslims have never been there before? Because they've brainwashed them. Because they have an attitude. When you see, if you are contesting for a political appointment in Nigeria, you can see the governors, the senators, everybody going through the whole street looking for somebody to vote for them. Immediately they won the election, their wife will develop an attitude that day. To see their wife will be difficult. To see the governor too, that you play Ludo together, you play draft together, you play golf together, will be difficult. He will develop what? An attitude. And if those people marry 2 wives, if the first woman has 5 children, and then the second woman too has another 2 set of twins, attitude will what? The second wife will develop what? An attitude. Attitude is a very bad sickness. Because when you look at what happened between Jacob and Esau, Jacob developed what? An attitude. When he has bought the birthright, he sold his birthright to whom? To Jacob. Then he collected the prayer from his father. Then this made Jacob to develop what? An attitude. When you look at the book of Genesis, 25 from verse 26, developing this attitude made him to run away from his father's house. And when you look at the book of Genesis again, 27, he said in verse 27, verse 26, and 28, verse 1 to 5, where he was sleeping in the what? In the desert. The angel of the Lord appeared to him. The angel was descending and ascending, telling them that we are still with you. The prayer of Abraham is still with you. Isaac is with you. Don't because you have money, develop an attitude. Don't because you gather people together with voodoo manner, you call yourself the general overseer of everything. I am paying 2 million naira tithe every Sunday. Where do you get this money? It's from the taxpayers' money of these people. And you are now driving, you have a Jeep, your wife has a Jeep, your son has a Jeep, all your 5 children has a Jeep. And all the people contributing this money, they are inside the hot sun. They are trekking by the roadside. You gave some of them in Winners, in Deeper Life, in Mountain of Fire. They will give them what? A Red Cross badge to stay on the road and be bringing people to church, stopping the road, stopping the car, doing this one as civil defense. And you don't go to church to listen to the sermon. Then after a while, they will give you 18,000 naira. All these pastors, all the general overseers, all the camp president, all Christian in Nigeria has attitude today. And if you have the same father, you wanted to pray at home, you travel home. Mountain of Fire want to pray in their own pattern. Celestial want to pray in their own pattern. Deeper Life want to pray in their own pattern. How many God do we have? Why don't you drop attitude? Why don't you drop what? Attitude. What sends you abroad is attitude. What is deporting you today is attitude. What is making you to face the sun is an attitude. What is making the police to shoot you on the leg is an attitude. What does he ask from you? He said, where is your particular? And you said, is it a custom officer? Why is he asking all those questions? And the rifle, the muzzle is in his hand. Then how do you go from here? What can you tell the policeman? The policeman will shoot you down. And then after killing you, then we'll pay for your debt. Please, teach your children, teach your everybody around you not to have an attitude. Stop developing what? An attitude. Stop developing a what? An attitude. Don't keep malice. Don't fight people. Don't quarrel with people. Use every day as if it's your last day. Drop attitude. Because if you have attitude, you are going to have all this again. You are going to be proud. 1 Peter 5. Then Ephesians 5 too. Then when you look at the book of Philippians 3 verse 13, he said, I forgot the thing of the past so that I can be comfortable with the future. And then when you look at the book of Philippians 1 verse 6 to 10, Philippians 2 1 to 8, then when you look at the book of Genesis 45 1 to 8, Genesis 47 1 to 5, Genesis 49 verse 6, 7, 8, Genesis 50 verse 19. Then when you look at Genesis 40 from verse 10 to 16, he said, we had a dream last night. And that was the reason why we cannot talk to you. That dream is so what? Very dreadful. He says, my brother, I can interpret dream. Can you tell me the dream? He said, by 3 days to come, the king will send for you. They will restore you back. And this will happen to this. Then at the end of the day, all came to pass. Because Joseph did not have an attitude. Even when he saw his brothers, in Genesis 45, he embraced them. he never have an attitude. Don't because you have opportunity today and the other person did not have, you want to look down on the person. Don't try it. Don't try it and don't do it. Don't because you are looking for a husband, run to the hand of one old man who is a cultist, who is a ritualist. All half of Nigerian millionaires, big politicians, are ritualists. They are cultists. They do all sorts of things, all rituals to maintain their posts. Take example from David Mark. Somebody was even saying David Mark wanted to become a priest. We never see that in his behavior. We have never seen that in his attitude. David Mark has an attitude. He never won any of the election. He was the one that brought gunpowder to the people of what? Of the people of Benue. Till tomorrow. He never satisfied in stealing government money. He has an attitude. He has a phobia in stealing government money. Then when you look at David Mark, when you look at Saraki and their family, when you look at them, they have attitude. When you look at all the police officers, look at MD. What MD did to the person who's supposed to be the original Inspector General of Police, they drop his jet. Look at what transpired between Basita Cement, Basita Sugar. The notorious idiot killed him. It was Dangote that killed Basita because he never won that bid. And when you look at where he borrowed money, look at all the grave he was digging in Ogun State. Give Ogun State another 50 years. There will be earthquake there. A lot of people will go. David Mark, then he has already picked the money he wanted to pick off them. He has dug up to Sango and he's selling all this in an exorbitant price. He has a house. He did not want people to have a house. We should ask him. But to have a house on your roof, because when you look at Psalm 121, Psalm 127, then Psalm 37, Psalm 39, Psalm 34. In Psalm 34, verse 10, he said, the young lions will lack. But whoever did not even have attitude, we skate through. We skate through. And when he said in the book of Deuteronomy 28, you can only beat the righteous person, but one day the bright weather will come. Because he said, emulate the righteous person and follow his footsteps, it shall be well with you. That is Psalm 37, verse 37. Then when you look at it, in the book of Isaiah, in the book of Psalm 49, Psalm 43, Psalm Isaiah 40. Then when you look at the book of Isaiah 49, Isaiah 47, Isaiah 38, all are there. Had it been Isaiah, Hezekiah have attitude, he won't go through. Hezekiah did not have attitude. He listened to Isaiah. And then when you look at the book of Acts of the Apostle 10, Cornelius did not have attitude. He was serving people, he was busy giving people free food. And then when you look at it in the book of that same Acts of the Apostle, that same Acts of the Apostle 10, verse 21 to the end, he said, don't portray for me, we are doing the same job. And when you look at Revelation 3, 1 to 5, Revelation 4, 1 to 9, Revelation 5, verse 6, then Revelation to 11, verse 22, and Revelation 22, from 10 to 17. He said, I'm coming soon to pay everybody, either you have attitude or you didn't have attitude, but it's better for you not to have an attitude. Because if you have attitude, you are badly programmed. You are badly what? You are badly programmed. Because attitude looks like virus in the computer. Attitude looks like what? Like virus. Run away from attitude. Because you traveled. Only matori owo kò doni kanra. Matori opo kò doni kanra. Matori pé o jẹ́ Senate president kò doni kanra. Olè lolè ń jẹ́. When you look at Nigeria today, thief has become chief. God bless you.